Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the HVY APC, and it has been a very long time since I've done this. In fact, this was actually one of the first videos that I ever made on my channel, which is kind of crazy to think about. But anyways, we're going to be upgrading and customizing the APC today, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on it as well. So we're going to go ahead and hop in the MOC. This thing is not as complicated as the Insurgent Pickup Custom that I customized and reviewed yesterday. You simply just buy the APC and then you bring it to an MOC or an Avenger with a vehicle and weapon workshop, and then you can start working on this thing. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the armor. We're gonna go all the way up on that, the brakes, as well, of course, the engine. Then we're gonna go for the headlights. I think I'm gonna do them as xenon lights because I just like it a little bit better. It looks better to me. So we're gonna go for that. For the camo on this thing, I am going to scroll through here and see which one that I want to go for. Typically I would go Urban Warrior. I think it's a really good looking livery, but for today I might go for something a little bit different. I'm thinking about going for potentially Nature Reserve. I feel like Nature Reserve would look pretty sweet on this, so we'll go for that. We can also put a proximity mine dropper on this thing. Now I do believe this is unlocked through bunker research. I could be mistaken. It could be just available at all times. Usually it will say right here if something is available through bunker research, but it doesn't on this one, but I'm pretty sure I remembered that. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and throw that on the vehicle because we might as well. For the color, I'm gonna go for something in matte. I just don't know which matte color I want to go for just yet. Maybe like a dark blue or something. That could be kind of cool, like a naval theme with this. That's kind of sweet looking. I kind of like the midnight blue. Let's go midnight blue for that. Then next up we got the transmission. We're going to go all the way up on that. We're going to go for the turbo tuning. Now we do have a weapon upgrade for the APC. Now we're going to discuss this. Now we have the SAM battery here, and this is unlocked through bunker research. When you do equip this on your vehicle, you do have a limited ammo capacity. I believe it's 52 missiles if I'm not mistaken. So if you upgrade to the SAM battery, you do only have 50 missiles. Now the stock weapon has unlimited ammo and you can shoot it as much as you want. It is almost spammable. You can't shoot it like quite so fast, but the SAM battery is very good for like rapid firing missiles. So I will put on the SAM battery just to show you guys what it's like. You can kind of think of the stock as more of like something similar to like what the Rhino tank has. It's like a cannon. And it doesn't really make much sense because in real life this thing would be like a 50 cal or like just over a 50 cal. So that is kind of strange, but regardless, we will go for the SAM battery. So just to show you guys the maximum capability of the APC. So we'll go for that. For the wheels, I'm going to go Concave Rally Master. They're my favorites, and I'm going to do those in black. Perfect. We already got it on here. Bulletproof the tires. They are already bulletproof on the APC, as they probably should be. For the windows, what should I do? I actually kind of like being able to see my character a little bit, but limo tint is a little bit better because that would stop people from the outside seeing my character inside of this thing to shoot me out of it. So that's probably for the best. I will just put that on. Let's exit the MOC because we are done customizing the APC. So now the APC has a lot of really cool features. So first of all, it's got the proximity mines that we just put on this thing. If you guys don't know how those work, you basically can just spam them. So I can put down as many as I want right here. You can put them down as fast as it will allow you to, which is pretty often. You can have 5 down at a time, which is not too bad. And then another cool feature with the APC is it is actually one of the only sort of soloable vehicles in GTA Online. So you can actually solo this thing by holding H on keyboard. I would assume it's something on the D-pad on console, if I'm not mistaken. You do have to be stationary, but as you can see, I can switch from the driver's side to the passenger side as I please very quickly. And then, of course, I do get access to the SAM battery. Now, I will shoot this for you guys so you know what I'm talking about. You can shoot it in super rapid succession, and it does not have a reload, which is insane. So you can put down a ton of damage downrange with the APC with the SAM battery on it. But as you guys will see in a few short seconds here, because of how fast it's shooting, I will be completely out of ammo. Now this is not the end of the world. You simply will have to put it back in a garage and pull it back out, and then you'll have full ammo with the APC again. But it is slightly annoying because as you can see now, I am completely out of ammo, which does suck. whereas with the regular gun on this thing, you will not be out of ammo at this point. So you do have to keep that in mind. You kind of have to set it up for like what you prefer to do with it. I will tell you guys that most of the time an APC will not last longer than it will take to actually use the entire missile battery. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. This thing doesn't have the greatest armor of all time. It can only take 8 RPGs, and it can also take 8 homing missiles. So it's one or the other, 8 homing missiles or 8 RPGs. And that's all the APC can take. So do keep that in mind. It's not the most like heavily armored vehicle. As far as RPGs go, it can actually take quite a few. It can take a good amount, but for homing missiles only being able to take like 8, that's not very good. That's quite pathetic, actually. That's a lot less than, you know, the Night Shark and the Insurgent Pickup Custom for real. Even the Menacer, you know, the Night Shark and the Insurgent Pickup Custom can take 27 homing missiles. So by comparison, 8 is not many. However, the APC does have some more advantages, and one of those is that it can go in the water. It is an aquatic vehicle, and as a matter of fact, it's actually very fast in the water, so long as you enter the water with some momentum. This thing is actually super quick. It's pretty impressive. Definitely a pretty interesting vehicle, that's for sure. It's not very fast on-road. I would almost say it's actually faster in the water than it is on-road driving, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that's not to say that it's bad. It's just, you know, it's kind of odd. But on-road, it's not the greatest vehicle ever. I won't lie. It is really, really slow. It's slower than you would want for like an armored vehicle. I would say it probably goes similarly fast to like the Bravado half-track. And the half-track is not a very fast vehicle. I would say those two are like pretty darn similar when it comes to the speed that they can go. The APC is definitely not very quick, and neither is the half track, so that is something you will want to keep in mind as well. Now, when I'm recording this, obviously the APC is on sale. While this thing's on sale, you can't really go wrong with picking it up. It is 40% off, which is a huge discount. So if you have had your eye on like an APC for a while, or you know, if you just want a new armored vehicle, you can't really go wrong with the APC. But just know that, for example, like I barely can make that jump right there. Like, it is not a quick vehicle. Not that you're buying it to, you know, expect it to be a supercar or anything like that, but you know, it's just not that quick. It's just not that good when it comes to, you know, the performance side of things. So you do have to keep that in mind. I must say it is actually relatively good off-road, like in terms of like climbing and you know, off-road ability, rock crawling, stuff like that. You can actually get out Mount Chiliad with the APC like relatively easily. I will say that with the sand battery on the top of this thing, it does feel a lot more top heavy, as you would probably expect. So that may be another factor in, you know, choosing what you want to have on this thing, the sand battery or just the regular turret that it comes with. Obviously bunker research is also going to be a factor with that too, because to unlock the sand battery, you are going to have to go through probably a lot of bunker research. Obviously it is completely random, so you don't really know what you're even going to get, but that is definitely something that you will want to keep in mind when purchasing an APC. Like, if you only want it for the sand battery but you haven't done bunker research, you might want to reconsider buying the APC. But regardless, this thing is really good. Even with the regular turret on the top of it, it is not a bad vehicle. It's definitely something that I would look into, and while it's 40% off, you can't really go wrong. At full price, I can't necessarily say that I like super recommend the APC. It is like 2.4 mil, which is kind of steep. It's not the most ever, but it's not, you know, super cheap either. Honestly, at full price, I think I'd rather go with like an Insurgent Pickup Custom. I would recommend you to go with an Insurgent Pickup Custom. I just think it's a better vehicle for the money. The APC on sale though, you can't really go wrong. I mean, 40% off, it's not bad. It's definitely not too bad. That's pretty much it for the APC, guys. I mean, it is a 4-seater. You can switch, you know, from the driver's seat to the gunner seat, you know, very quickly. I will also just mention that the 3rd and 4th people in the APC do get access to a side-mounted machine gun, which is kind of interesting, with unlimited ammo. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's probably similar to like, you know, a handheld machine gun, but it is kind of cool that you do have that ability with the APC, I will say. So overall, APC, a lot of utility, a lot of good features about it, just not very fast and not super practical all the time, but it does have a lot of practical features at the same time, like being able to go through water and stuff like that. It is pretty useful, but it's not going to be useful all the time. So do just keep that in mind. Pick up the APC while it's on sale. If you don't get it on sale, I can't necessarily like super recommend picking it up. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the HVY APC in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated, if not dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.